Uh, Hog is doing very well for his training. Where's Exetior actually? He's been gone for quite a while. He's supposed to train Hog for his more physical side of the training. Do I contact him or something like that? I'm probably sure that he's probably doing something important. Especially with Zero running around.
Somewhat important.
Huh? Exetior?
Come to the Gaia Temple. I have somewhat important that's making their trip here, and I think it'll be interesting for you to be introduced to them.
Someone new?
Let me see.
Very well. I'll be there. Which direction of the Gaia Temple is it?
You'll know. After all, coordinates are wired into your mind at the moment.
Ah, there it is. I can see it now. Very well. I'll be there in a minute. Just give me a quick second.
Don't hit me with that staff, Hora.
Excuse me? Excuse me? He unleaked himself from my mind. Very well. I guess I'll go over there at the moment. Chaos control. Oh, it's the Gaia Temple. But this one is not as I recognize it. I could feel some large amount of power over here. Could it be Exetior's own power? Is this like his own personal Gaia Temple? This is actually... I forgot how beautiful this place is. So peaceful and tranquil. Kind of reminds me when I watched Sonic go through the events of saving the planet. I do feel a lot of chaos energy over here related to Exetior. So he's there. Having a breath. I can recognize his figure anywhere. Hang on. Who's that over there? I do feel a second source of energy. But he's not, I can tell that he's not alone. He has someone. I'm gonna go see what's going on. Greetings, Exetior.
Yo, kid. How you feeling?
A little bit more calmer, especially after helping Hog train.
Yeah, I saw what happened recently with Infinite, as it were.
Yeah. As I suspected, he was no match. I kept him away for a while.
You know, you could have separated him from Sonic, right?
Yes, but that's not my goal.
True. Well, anyways, I would love to introduce you to this lovely young goddess. This is my wife, Blaze.
Goddess Blaze, goddess of the soul and creation.
Greetings, Zack the Vampire. It's a pleasure to meeting you.
Pleasure to meet you as well, Zack.
So, what do you need me for? You brought me here to this Gaia Temple.
Well, other than bringing her here because of the fact that it's been a long time since she's been in my realities, so she needs to be more acquainted with them. I also brought you here due to your connections. As it were.
You mean my connection with chaos? I can believe it.
Also, because of a certain someone that you're missing. He lost the love of his life a very, very long time ago.
Ah, that makes sense.
I don't like to remember those events. It's plaguing my mind.
Mostly because you need to think more about the good times and not dwell on the bad things, because a lot of bad things happen. Besides, you and I are a lot similar. Remember, I lost Jenna a long time ago too.
You never told me her name. It's the first time I hear her name.
What better time to tell you? And of course, I never thought I'd reconcile it with this one either.
Yeah, and I've lost someone before as well in the past. How
That's
I
my
lost
fault.
him, I understand, but how I lost him, I would rather not talk about.
I'm not the type to pry, so if you don't wish to speak, I'm not gonna force you.
Thank you.
No matter how I look at it, every time I see Blaze regardless, reminds me of one of my old siblings in the past.
Oh?
Someone by the name of
Sibling.
Percival.
As in Percival from Knights of the Round Table. What?
Percival.
As in Knights of the Round Table.
Yes, I am from those times, actually.
Makes sense.
No, she doesn't like to talk about it. She's the reincarnation.
A
At any rate.
reincarnation, huh? Well, I'm not the one to dwell on people's past.
Used to be. I don't think. Well, she used to be. I don't think that's not the case anymore.
But again, that is almost thousands, if not millions of years ago.
Trillions. Remember how long we've been in the void?
I assume trillions in your universe, correct?
More like
No,
trillions in the void.
Yeah. In her reality, because her reality and Sonic's are like around the same, I would say they're around the same time, so about thousands. We're talking about physical realities.
Thousands.
I think. Oh yeah, definitely. And because my brain just activated it, so yep.
Having another flashback, Exetior?
Not a flashback. Remember, I'm connected to all realities, so if I need to know information, I'll legitimately just have to check the ley lines.
Well, also look into people's pasts as well.
No, I always see everybody's passes. I exist in the past, present, future, and every alternate reality all at once. I'm not looking at your past, I'm in it.
Oh, I can believe that for sure. Especially with how much you knew about me since we met.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this one here, never realizing that he happened to be around until, well, lo and behold, he actually was there the whole time.
Back when I was mortal, I never actually felt him before. Only I ever found out that he was there. I only started noticing when he was
I don't make my.
Hmm?
Because I don't like to make myself. I don't like to bring attention to myself. Obviously.
But you sure brought attention to yourself when you were using that human's body to enter my world.
Of course.
Human's body.
So
that's how you got back.
Mm-hmm. A human decided to side with a god of control one of my various pieces, and then left his friends to be trapped in a realm that exists between dream and reality, to go insane and be encaged. So I took care of him.
Well, this also proves why you should never betray your own allies. Because you never know when, well...
Trust me, I know.
I have a, I have a thing against that.
Trust me, I know a lot about betrayals. I was actually betrayed once when I was mortal.
You want to tell her your real name?
Arthur Pendragon.
Arthur, interesting.
So yeah, the Knights of the Round Table is a thing.
At least where I live.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing here too, you know.
I'm fully aware. But hence why you thought that I looked like Percival to you. In a way, it makes sense.
In my universe, Percival is actually the ancestor to Blaze the Cat.
So I see.
Mm-hmm.
In another universe that I've been actually looking at recently, that Percival actually gained the Holy Grail, and when she wished to meet Sonic again, she became Blaze the Cat.
Uh-huh.
That title eligible bachelor thing still works.
Well, looks like that even that version of me still, at least I'm hoping, still has her Sonic.
Yeah, although her Sonic is you know what, I'm not gonna...
Is a what? Is a what?
Her Sonic became an EXE. Although he's still himself.
And here I thought you were gonna unleash another little secret there, mister.
Oh, she's also a goddess of the sun too, because apparently, from what I've seen, she gained her powers from Amaterasu.
As in the Japanese goddess of the sun. Quite interesting.
I've been keeping eyes and tabs on that reality, and I plan on introducing it one day.
So I'm trying to meet another version of me, I see. I see how it is.
No, absolutely not.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. You know me, I'm kidding.
You are my one and only Blaze.
Come on, I know how many Amy's that you have taken in as your bride.
Okay, Amy's is one thing, but...
Oh, let's see. There's Amy.exe, there's one woman named Rosetta, there's the Amy from one universe that you call the Freeway universe.
Rosetta came as a practice deal, I don't count that one.
And then there's... Let's see. If I remember correctly, was also Rosie as well.
Amelia's mom.
Esther and Amy, though.
But yeah. Oh,
And also, I need to remind you of that crazy one known as Rosie.
Well,
yes. Oh yes, my favorite little crazy wife.
either you have no standards or you're very open when it comes to which ones you want to take in.
Hoy, that one actually almost broke twice. One, Surge did a number on, not Surge, Scourge did a number on her and then kicked her out of his dimension. And then when I was trapped in the void, she almost lost her sanity.
Understandable. Makes sense.
Well, the sanity that I cultivated, because when I found her, she was basically a tool, basically a doll.
Mm-hmm. At any rate, though. But as for you, Zack, or Arthur, whichever you prefer to be called.
I prefer Zack. I don't use the name Arthur that much anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well then, what other friends have you made that match with your knights?
Well, there's
Well, actually, he should probably tell you who his grandson is.
Hmm?
Look at my eyes. They're green.
Go on.
Recognize the eyes?
Yeah, I recognize them.
Mm-hmm.
I may not look like it, but at first I was a blue hedgehog myself, until I was cursed, and then I used the power of chaos to
Vampire.
Yes, vampirism. But then I trained under my master, chaos, and then I became this form.
I see. So I guess that's what happened to the great Arthur Pendragon. Pretty much.
At least in this reality.
Well, all I can say is he has been reincarnated into a Sonic, but however contracted vampirism.
Actually, he's not reincarnated into a Sonic. He actually was Sonic's ancestor.
Mm-hmm. Well, still a relative in a way. Very, very distant relative timeline-wise.
We could call it that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Boop.
Yeah. Really?
Them freaking hips of yours are getting bigger.
Oh, don't remind me.
You're just getting more voluptuous and sexy. Can't help it.
I can say
I'm
some.
carrying your children for crying out loud.
Yeah, I was going to know. I noticed that when I came here. Some extra life force building up within you.
5.
Yeah, 5 extra lives.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, we had nothing else to do up there, so.
Not until we were able to find a way to get ourselves out of there.
And then he took the body of a
And I
human.
got my throne.
Mm-hmm.
Then he found the human body and then came to my universe.
Yeah, my actual body's still up there. I am not bringing it down. That would destroy everything.
Yeah, after what you told me, I understand.
Kind of unfair that she can bring her actual body down here.
Really?
Then again, I would have to find a suitable host for her. Nah, I'm glad she can.
Yeah, I would rather use my own body than having to deal with hosts.
I'd rather use your body too.
Executor? Behave.
I just love teasing you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you shaking your head no for?
Sorry about that, Zack.
There's no problem. I always had to deal with I had to deal with his crony jokes for a while myself.
You also deal with Azrael.
Yes, that's another one that I'm dealing with at the moment.
Azrael?
Azrael, my son, Azrael Dreamer.
Okay.
He was, when I went to that reality, he was kind of trapped without the heart, emotions, and he was stuck as a flower. So I gave him an EXE heart, and now he's technically my biological son.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot more laid back than he looks, actually.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything on that.
When things get serious, he actually does do his work.
He was a little too serious, like because of the fact that he had because of his position, he couldn't be there for his family while the whole Zero incident was going around. So when he actually got the chance to fight Zero, they went out and tried, but ultimately failed. It was right before he came to confront you, hon.
And
See.
you encountered that monster yourself?
Yeah, that and my guardian, we ended up encountering that monster.
You can call him your son, you know.
I know.
I'm not calling him a brother.
No, she's talking about her guardian.
Yeah, my guardian is my son and Executor's son. But when that monster had came by, the gem on my staff right here had been stolen by him.
Yeah, that gem actually allowed him to see where the Omni Gem is, which that just means that my plan is going right where it needs to be.
I figured you had something planned out there. I mean, right as soon as you had popped in over into my kingdom after I dealt with him, you didn't seem too concerned about the gem on my staff disappearing. I thought that maybe you had something planned.
Of course I do. Besides...
And the fact that you also
want your gem back, here you go.
Oh, well, thank you.
And the fact that you also told me to own, as you said, prepare him for silver.
Yeah.
That's also part of your plan. I'm guessing.
Actually,
I'm guessing so.
Technically, that part is Silver's.
I assume as much. I'm not taking
credit for that.
I was going to ask. I was going to ask to correct me if I'm wrong, but this is supposed to be Silver's destiny. Am I correct?
This is what he decided for himself. I don't like this one. I don't like this one bit. But he has to go through. But he has to do this in order to finish his ascension.
Yeah, Silver was still pretty shocked after he found out you and I are, well, husband and wife.
Yeah, I have expected him to try something, but
the only thing
looks like
he
he's
tried.
more focused.
Yeah, the only thing he tried was wrapping his head around the idea, and then he kissed me in front of our son.
I did worse.
Yeah, you did do worse.
You
did do worse, but that was because your son actually knows who you are. Anyways.
When it comes to Silver, that's to be expected.
Still, this is gonna suck because this means that I'm gonna be separated from him even longer, and I hate it.
Right. You two are
Maybe
conjoined.
longer, but it's still only temporary, right?
Still only temporary, but still long enough.
Right. If I remember,
Especially considering where he's going.
right. If I remember correctly, you two are joined in one body, two souls, in a way. Sense. Am I correct?
Yes, and I really want to go back to that, but I know I have to do this. And I hate it. I hate every single bit of it.
I can tell as much. You do not agree with this method, but you had to allow it to happen.
Yeah, because me and Silver been together so long that legitimately being outside of him actually physically, or not physically, mentally stresses me out.
Never thought I'd hear Exetior get stressed out before.
Not so either, however. Well, he is capable of stressing out. But hopefully the
I'm
sooner
capable
that...
of allowing myself to be stressed out because I'm trying to be more in tune with my children. Otherwise, I'll be stuck and motionless, and honestly, I don't want to go back to doing that.
I guess I can agree to that. People are supposed to have emotions.
Well, speaking of your children, when am I going to meet the rest of them?
You met him, and that's where we're going next.
The home of
We're
time.
going to my house.
The home of time, I assume.
Home. Yep. And also it's time that our home had to change. It's about time.
The family is the family is overgrowing. Even as we all notice that the family is getting way too big.
Not way too big, but the space is a little too small.
Well, if it is too big, wonder whose fault is that?
Technically, my children also brings their own families there, so not necessarily 100% my fault.
Well, that and also plus if any of your spouses also have children with others. Most likely it keeps growing. Am I correct?
Amelia definitely, since she's in love with Negagen, Provision.
There's execution.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still gotta have a talk with him soon.
Yeah, and he has another one. And she's already pregnant.
Yeah, and the one pregnant, it happens to be one of the maids that helped out around my kingdom.
Baby, not that one. He has another one recently that he just got pregnant.
Like father, like son, I guess. I mean, you got me pregnant.
Okay. Okay. You allowed me to, and you didn't stop me, so I don't want to hear it.
Don't mind me. I believe it's inappropriate to discuss this near him.
Besides, I know what makes you beg for it more.
Not right now, dear.
I was just not gonna say anything.
Apologies, Zack.
All I did was rub your shoulder, jeez.
Yeah, if you rubbed it even more, you would have made me meow.
What do you mean by that?
Shush.
That's not the only time you meow.
Really, nigga?
Anyways.
I said shush. Not in front of him.
He's heard words. He has to deal with Sonic and his wife Sally. Anyway.
Also, yes, my grandson himself is married to Tally Acorn. They're both the king and queen currently, right now.
Ah.
Good choice. Still a great choice.
My Sonic has royalty within him, so it makes sense.
Well, at least we know that Sonic is going in the right direction.
some.
It was kind of
no.
funny when I told him that I had not only was I married to Sally, but I'm also married to Sally's mom.
Yes, he did say that in front of
The
them.
look on her. Yeah, Sally's reaction to that was hilarious.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around that.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Now you know how I felt the moment that he exposed that in front of me and my family.
Really?
Anything to spread chaos. That's my job, after all. You know that.
I'm just going to shut up about that. Anyways.
While you are the goddess who's supposed to bring order, I am the Lord of Chaos.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Mr. Lord of Chaos. As the goddess of order, behave. Anyways.
If you want me to, I promise.
Good boy. Anyways.
It's gonna take around 30 seconds for that promise to be broken.
What do you mean by that?
There it is.
Really? But 30 seconds seems a little bit shorter than that.
He knew I was gonna guess.
Did you?
He knew.
You prompted, didn't you?
He knew I was gonna guess. He knows everything, remember?
I know, but oh my god.
So you could say he didn't.
I'll
Why are
deal with
acting like
you
didn't know that was
later.
coming? I don't know why you acting like you didn't know that was coming. You know just as much as I do.
I told you to behave, and then what do 30 seconds later? You slap my butt.
That's technically behaving. Cause all I was doing is touching you.
And you were behaving because if that would be considered as behaving because I know you sometimes can do worse.
Well, I'm not gonna do worse in front of him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways.
Does it stop you from
Again,
doing things in front of your own children? And I've seen those happening.
because they do worse. You know how many times I walked in on any of my kids having sex? Legitimately in the living room. As soon as you walk through the door.
What?
That's normally execution.
No. Wait. No, it wasn't execution. That was that one time, but no, that wasn't execution last time. Actually, wait, that wasn't even my kid. That was fucking... Oh, God. It's negligent.
Negligent.
But that was because of Amelia jumped him.
So apparently nobody knows the concept of privacy anymore, and they decide to all do it in the living room.
I burned all my couches in that living room so many times.
Makes perfect sense.
Which is another reason why I say we need which is why I'm changing the house anyway, so that everybody can have their own space. So I stop walking in on that.
That is actually a good idea, please, because if you intend to have me live there, I don't want to end up walking in on one of your children or your children's spouse doing God knows what in the living room.
Unless lust comes, and then you know what? Let's not even.
One of those 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, Osmodeus, but let's not talk about what will happen if she comes in.
Yeah, let's not. Because I believe lust explains a lot.
It definitely does.
Yeah, because it won't be just her, it'll be everybody in the house, since she basically influences everybody.
Just remind.
And then I'm gonna have to
Just.
And then I'll have to drag that entire dimension down the hell, because that would be not something I want to see anyway.
Yeah.
If she ever does that, just remind me and I'll go away for a little while until everything is over.
You say that, but I think you're her type.
I am not going to betray my beloved.
You are so cute, you know that.
Well, at least he appears to be a faithful one, whichever direction you wish to go for. Whether it just be one or a few, or in his case, probably in the tens.
You see, I knew that was targeted at me. Okay.
Hey. If I was targeting you, we would be more focused on, I would keep the subject on children.
I'm trying to. I keep filling that gem full of my holy energy, and it keeps sparkling.
I wonder where that came from.
Let's not pretend like that gem isn't tied to how happy you feel. Anyway. But anyways, we've been daunted here for a while. I think it's about time we dip, because it is time that she gets introduced to everybody else, including me and Amy again.
Yes. That's the least we could get going.
I honestly can't wait for that. That's gonna be so. Never mind.
Yeah, well, just as long as everyone is on their best behavior and I don't get sucker punched while I'm still carrying your children.
Briar. Fuck.
Briar.
Yeah. I know that girl has been saying a lot of things about me behind my back.
Because
Technically it's Silver's fault, but even he is just like, girl, what the fuck?
I had this feeling that girl might be terrified of you.
You have this feeling?
I can only feel people's emotions.
Dude, it's written all over her face. It's basically explained every time she utters her name. But yeah, don't worry, you're gonna be protected by me, and if she tries anything, I will spank the child. But
You know, I can also be able to protect myself, but I appreciate your help.
yeah, no, but the last thing we need is for you to spank her, and then she starts to hate you back, and then she starts to hate you more.
Relax, I'll just be using this.
That's even worse.
How else do you think I'm able to discipline anyone?
Use your hands. You're a mom. Spanking. Or is it that, or just that you like to? Or do you just like
You didn't mind the
spanking?
stat. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up about it.
Whoa. Chill your mouth. Anyway.
I'm so sorry about that, Zack.
Just be careful. Just be careful. If you use that stab, she'll probably what? How you say? Bring out her bow and arrow.
That's not that she has to worry about. It's more along the lines of she doesn't always need to wield her staff to discipline people. She's
At any rate, though, but hopefully, if everybody will at least keep
Hold
calm
on.
around my presence.
hang on. I just thought about something. If we put you in a teacher's outfit with a ruler,
Bruh.
you know.
Oh my.
Hey. Let's not talk about that. Okay? That will be safe for later. Anyways.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
I'll hold you to that because I'm actually thinking about that.
Nothing. You heard nothing.
You heard everything.
Executor.
You know, hearing my actual name come out your mouth actually makes me super happy, right?
I know. Why else do you think I say that?
We're gonna have 10 kids anyway.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be in the tens of thousands?
Hmm.
Don't hit me.
I was about to say that.
Anyways, let's get out of here. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will. We'll have a very deep conversation about that.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Nice.
I can see you. Anyways, what's up?
Bring your kitty tail over here. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
That
Either-
was such a lackluster cat call.
I'm gonna go.
How the fuck is that?
Just wow. Like you were saying wow.
And by the way, I just started recording, so that got caught.
I don't give a fuck anyway.
You know what? Since you started recording, meow, motherfuckers. Anyways.
Yeah, but again.
Cut.
I was gonna warn him. Watch out! You almost fell into the hole, and then he did. Dumbass! You should have been careful.
Shut up.
Payback, bitch.
He's like, where did Exetior go? In the hole.
Is it about to the hole disappear
That's not the hole
forever?
I want to be in.
Oh, bruh.
Pause.
Just you,
The one I want to be in is occupied right now because she has 5 kids anyway.
bruh.
Oh, dear God.
Just,
Oh, good fucking grief.
just be aware of moving around too much. This is a small space after all.
I fucking know that. It was an accident because I actually didn't mean to move backwards.
Doofus.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Okay,
yeah,
resume.
don't do that one again.
Alright, continuing. That was a good guess right there. Or did you prompt him? Because it felt like it was shorter than 30 seconds.
Pause real quick. Hold on.
Alright.
Pausing.
I'm turned around. I didn't realize I was turned around until I hit my back against my fucking disc.
Oh.
Dude, you have got to be more careful.
Okay, I don't even know how I got turned around. What the fuck?
It usually happens when you're in VR. You don't even know where you're currently standing.
Okay,
Alright, let's
Nicole
do
Michael.
that.
Nicole Michael.
Alright,
I'm gonna
anyways.
do that part again.
Alright,
I'm gonna do that
continuing
part again.
time.
Hold on. I keep feeling that gem right here with my energy.
Here we go again.
This motherfucker ain't careful. I swear to God Almighty.
That's twice already.
Let's try it again. Alright, back to the gem. Alright, go ahead.